Good afternoon. 4-4 if you've been seeing it, and 8-8 if you've been seeing that. If you're like me, you probably see all of the numbers. They're just in like increments of 4 for me. It's crazy. Alright, so I'm starting with the feminine reading today, and then relationship and the masculine, I think, is how they came out. I do the readings for the highest good, the highest healing, those who need to hear the messages the most, okay? Sometimes the messages are repetitive, but that's the energy, and those are the messages that Spirit wants to give out, okay? The energy is fluid, so that means you could have already happened, or it's currently happening, or it will happen, all right? And again, everything is subject to your decisions. We all have free will, so as I'm predicting this, you have all the power in the world to change the outcomes. So yeah, you know, take what resonates, leave what doesn't resonate. We all have masculine and feminine energy. So if I say he or she, just take it as it applies, all right? I think that's everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the feminine reading today. Now there's something here with this feminine energy where she might be going on a vacation or going on a romantic trip. Or maybe when you're on this trip, you'll meet somebody and that'll be the beginning of a romance. You know, however that is. But whatever it is, they basically... So, this feminine energy seems like she might be really lighthearted or free-spirited, okay? And she can also be very romantic. All right, but it seems like either she has issues with control, like needing to control things or how things are going to play out, or she's dealing with someone that has control issues. You know, take it how it resonates for you. But whatever it is, you have to understand, the more you try to coerce something, the more likelihood that you're going to fuck it up instead of allowing it to happen, you know, because it's like if you're trying to force something to fit. You know, you can't force shit, because then it's either going to break or something's going to get fucked up in there. You have to allow these things to happen the way they happen. So whatever it is that's going on here, just try to basically go with the flow, which is also kind of being free-spirited. You know, you don't have so much desire to control everything. You're more accepting of what life throws your way and just take it as, okay, this is what's happening and I understand why this is happening, and you kind of leave it at that. So with this energy here, there's, again, just allow these things to kind of flow, because there's some type of there's someone that you're trusting, or that you shouldn't be trusting right now, because they may be doing something behind your back, and it seems like the type of person you are, maybe you believe that people are the same way, and that's not always the case, okay? Just because you might be kind-hearted and loving and free-spirited doesn't mean other people are going to be the same way with you, okay? So however people present themselves, try to see past that, okay? Try to see how they're acting, try to see how they interact with other people. Just kind of keep your eye on this, okay? Because whatever it is, there's someone that is either has intention of betraying you or is already doing this, okay? And like I said, I'm not sure how this is going, but again, if you're already in a relationship, then maybe there's some type of betrayal that's happening that's going to lead to the end of the relationship, or it's going to lead to a divorce if you're married to this individual. However that's resonating for you. So, yeah, and maybe it's kind of letting things happen the way they're meant to happen and stop trying to stay in a relationship that isn't serving you. All right? Now, some of you might feel already that this relationship is ending, or you already just like, you know that this is ending because you're empathic and you have feelings, or you know when somebody's not being who they're claiming to be. Okay, because whatever it is, you know, when you're dealing with people, just understand everybody. Okay, so the best way I can explain this is, if you have children, look at your children. They all have different personalities. So when you're dealing with them, how you discipline one might not work for disciplining another. You know, maybe one you can just tell something to one time and they get it. The other one you might have to ground and then they get it. but it's the same thing in life. You know, everybody deals with things differently and approach. So just basically take that approach. Allow each person to show you who they are and how they need to be treated or handled. Okay, and some of you actually may connect with animals or have some type of energetic connection or be able to read animals. You know, and if not, then some of you might just have a dog. So yeah, whatever this is going on here, it's basically kind of slow and steady. All right, so whatever it is, just allow it to take its time, because some of you might be experiencing some type of delays that's coming up, but also throughout these delays, you know, it's like tests of patience, you know, tests of, do you really want this? It's these things. So make sure you're maintaining your self-control throughout this, and you're not giving in to things that are not going to serve you in the long term. All right, and make sure you're setting limits for whatever type of person you're dealing with. So yeah, there's a masculine energy that's coming out here, and maybe you guys haven't been talking, or things have been on and off, or maybe they went kind of cold on you, but they're showing me that this is a twin flame energy that will probably be coming back around into your life in the winter time. So like I said, if this is something that is slow going, then you know it's progressing. It's just progressing at a slow pace, and by winter time they're showing me that you guys should be reunited. Yeah, they're saying you might have waited a long time for this, you know, and by long, it could, some of you may have been waiting years for this to happen already. All right, but whatever it was, maybe you guys started out as a casual relationship, and one of you or both of you have wanted something more from it, and it just hasn't taken off to that point yet. But the reason why this hasn't progressed the way you've wanted it to progress, and it's taken a long time, is because you needed to develop self-love. You needed to learn how to love yourself before you can go into this union. Okay, so this was probably when you met your twin, they probably triggered you to go into a state of healing. You know, you probably were okay, and then something happened that separated you guys and caused both of you to go into hermit mode and heal from the pain that was caused, because at this point you guys were probably both toxic and did shit that was painful to each other, which triggered the healing to begin. So typically that's how you can say, okay, this is how I know this is my twin, because that's the purpose, is like they trigger you to go into deeper healing and become the best version of yourself. Now this person here, you know, whether it's you or the other person, you know, maybe sometimes that you feel bad because you don't give in to what it is that they want, or they try to manipulate you into giving into what it is that they want you to do. You know, basically it's one of the things where if you say, oh, well, I'm going out with my friends, and they don't really want you to go, you know, maybe they'll try to make you feel bad about it, or they'll try to manipulate you using finances or something else, you know, or the kids, they'll find a way to make you feel bad about doing what it is that you want to do. Okay, so they always get you, they might not always get you, but they try to get you to give in to them. So yeah, some of you keep getting pushed beyond your boundaries with this person, because it looks like this individual here, whoever it is, it's like every time you want to do something that you want to do, they try to, it's like they have a grip on you. They're like, no, you're not, as if they control you, as if they're your parent. They try to tell you can't do something. All right, and this is like, it keeps pushing you beyond your boundaries. Okay, so sometimes it's best to avoid the confrontation if you can, because you don't know how things are gonna go, but that's always your choice. You know, try to take the higher road. You know, like I said, you don't have to entertain the bullshit. You can always just not say shit. You know, when people try to argue with me, if I'm not in the mood for the shits, I'll sit there and I'll let them say everything under the sun that they want to say, and they'll be like, you're not gonna say shit? I'm like, what do I need to say? You just talked and that's it. I don't have nothing to say. I don't want to engage. So you let it rock like that. Okay, but again, like I said, it's up to you. If you want, you're with the shits, have at it. You know, I have days where I'm with the shits, so we could do this. But there's times where I'm just like, I already know how this is gonna go, so don't do that. Okay, just let it rock. Because this energy here is like you're in Eight of Swords energy, you're very stuck. And and it's not so much stuck because you can leave at any point in time, you can do whatever it is you want, but you're keeping yourself confined. And maybe it's because it's like you need to let this go, but you're trying to not let it go. Or you're holding on for some reason, or maybe you're hoping something's going to change, but it's something that needs to be released, okay? So if you've really been in your head about this and you've been back and forth, or you've been delaying it, and maybe that's been the long wait, is that there's something here that you need to release because you need to love yourself. And instead of doing that, you're still keeping yourself in this place because that's what this person wants and it's not what you want. All right. I read them however the messages come out. Sometimes I have to go back to the cards. So again, whatever that is, just understand that if you've been waiting for union, this is why it's taking longer, is because you have to learn to love yourself and you have to let go of whatever toxic pattern or situation you're currently in right now. Okay, and they're showing me that this separation is going to happen for you guys, I don't know, within the next month or so. So, I don't know. I'm sorry if you don't want it to end, but it seems like you want it to end, but this person keeps manipulating you into staying in it, even though you need to go away. And this person, you miss somebody, okay? And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it's your twin, it's your person that you're missing, because this person means a lot to you. And for some of you, you may have met this person when you were a child, okay? So yeah. Maybe you guys are in separation right now because of the situation that's going on. But there's somebody here that has light hair, whether it's you or the person you're dealing with or the other person. But they're showing that your guides are helping you, okay? So don't feel like things are not going well or that things are not going the way they're supposed to be going, because everything is happening as it's meant to. So if you've been experiencing delays, and you feel like, damn it, I just keep getting stuck, or this person keeps making me not allowing me to leave, there's reasons why things are playing out the way that they're playing out, okay? So just allow these things to happen, because this is helping your soul to grow, and it's helping you to see things on a multitude of levels as opposed to just the 3D one, okay? So it's like you see it here, and then you get to see it from a different perspective. Okay, yeah, and they're saying it's important to take care of yourself, okay? Make sure that you are protecting your energy from whoever is trying to take from you, all right? Now, here we have, again, an on and off energy where maybe you're showing affection or somebody else is showing you affection. It's like they're in and out with it, or maybe sometimes they love you, sometimes they don't, sometimes you get on their nerves. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's like they're showing that it's like an on and off energy. So, maybe you guys are good sometimes, and then other times you're not so good. But again, just make sure that you're doing what you need to do, because this on and off energy, I feel like it's your twin. I feel like that's what this energy is, but it's because you needed the time so that you guys can learn what you needed to learn how to take care of yourself, to learn how to love yourself and do what's best for you, as opposed to doing what's best for everybody else all the time. But also so that you guys can forgive each other for whatever pain you caused each other at the beginning of the relationship or situation, whatever the hell it was for you. But at the beginning, when you guys first began talking, okay? So that's what this time has been for, so you guys can both learn, and so that you guys can forgive each other, and so that you can move forward into union. And maybe you or the other person or both of you guys are still going through this, and that's probably why union is not going to happen until later in the year. Yeah, so there's, again, I feel like I feel like you're in a relationship with someone, and then your twin is a third party. Okay, that's how I feel this energy here. And whoever it is, there's someone who is very, they abuse their power, like they control, whether they realize this or not, it's like they use the power that they have to control vulnerable people, or to, kind of manipulate situations to go in their favor. So it's important for you to be careful who you're sharing information with and who you're trusting right now, because everyone is not working in your favor. Everyone is not for you, okay? And whoever this is, they might use whatever it is you say to them against you. All right? So If you're making moves to separate yourself from this individual, you have to do this in silence. You have to keep all this to yourself, because if you share this information, they're going to keep finding a way to manipulate you into staying. They're going to keep finding a way into getting you to feel bad for them until you do what they want you to do. Okay, and it seems like I said, they might be aware of this, they might not, or maybe they just play dumb. But whatever it is, that's what's happening here. Okay, but there's some place that you were happy with, or there's someone that you're happy with. It's like your safe place, or you feel safe with them, like you feel at home with this person. All right, you know, and you know what that is for you, or who that is for you. But make sure that just be very careful, okay? Because maybe you trusted somebody that you felt was safe for you, or that you felt was a safe place for you, and they betrayed you by manipulating you. And maybe they're showing me here that somebody is in denial, you know, and if you trusted somebody and you shared your life with them, or you shared your stories, or whatever you had going on, my throat's starting to act up, so somebody is either not communicating or speaking their truth, not being authentic. But there's some type of like not facing the truth, or maybe you don't want to believe that this person that you felt was your happy place, or that you felt safe with, or was at home, was lying to you, or manipulating you, or doing all these things to you, okay? Because they're showing again like this person is heavy on controlling people or controlling situations. All right, so if you're in denial about this, really sit with yourself and look at the types of arguments that you have. Look at the types of conversations you have and see how they play out. Like, look at it as if you're watching a fucking movie or a TV show, and the way that they speak, the mannerisms, the way that they're acting towards you to get you to do what they want you to do. Like, look at it as if you're watching it. That's why I don't respond to arguments, because I'm observing everything. So while I'm watching you talk and argue and everything else, I'm watching your actions towards me. I'm listening to what you're saying to get me to do what you want me to do. So pay attention to that, okay? Because whatever it is, it's like I said, there's somebody here that's in denial about this person being in control, or they're using some type of control tactic. So whatever it is that's gonna happen, maybe you need to be spontaneous about it. You know, it might just happen out the blue. You can't control everything. So it's more of like allowing things to, basically going with the flow, you know. And this is why I say, like, when tower moments come, allow the tower moments to just come and allow them to fall, you know, because hey, whatever is salvageable, you'll be able to salvage. Whatever isn't, fuck it, you can't. So yeah, just basically allow, because whatever it is, you know, don't hold on to the control. Don't try to control everything. Just allow these things to happen. Okay, let's see. So yeah, and again, I have there's divine feminine reading, but they're showing me divine feminine energy here, and it's like you're releasing all of the sorrow, all of the pain, all of the things that you've been through. You've gone through a lot of healing and a lot of growth throughout this time, and you've planted a lot of seeds. Like, you've did a lot of work to manifest the life that you want and the things that you want. So the things that need to end, allow them to end, because your twin, your person is trying to come in, okay? But whatever needs to end, you need to allow it to end. However that happens, you know, just keep yourself safe. And again, there's someone, either you admire someone or someone admires you, and they're going to take action towards you, okay? So these are all positive things, but you know, it's either they're going to take action towards you, or you need to take actions towards the life that you want, what it is that you truly want to build, okay? Because they're showing me that there's a feminine energy that's not, it's like you're procrastinating, you're not taking action. So that's why they're saying you need to take action, because it's like you keep on pushing this off and pushing this off, or maybe there's a reason you can't do this, or a reason you can't do that, or you're just like, okay, you know, I'll be able to do it when this happens, or I'll do it when this happens, or when that happens. And you know, it's like you just keep making more deadlines, and then when that one comes, then you're like, oh well, maybe when this happens, and then when that one comes, oh well, when this happens. You know, stop doing that. Stop having these deadlines, okay? Because it's not helping you. It's like you're delaying the inevitable is what you're doing right now. But there's Cancer energy here, so water energy that's coming out, and Yeah, so again, they're showing me transition and changes that are going to be coming about. Allow the transitions, allow the changes, allow these things to happen, because that is what needs to happen at this time, okay? This is how you're going to get through whatever it is you need to get through. You have to just trust spirit and allow these things to happen, okay? Because they're saying that you have all of the resources that you need to meet whatever challenges arise. So if it's finances, if it's stability, whatever it is, they're saying that you have what you need. Whether you have to rely on your friends, your family, or yourself, you're capable of doing this, okay? And again, all right, there's a feminine energy here that has serious control issues, you know, and it's not terrible, you know, it's just that's a coping mechanism you developed as you were growing up. So when you develop the coping mechanisms, it makes it hard for you to allow things to happen, because maybe your life was just so unstable that you only found comfort and peace when you were able to control how things went, you know. And maybe there were small things, and as that progressed, as you got older, then it probably led to trying to control things outside of yourself, things outside of your household, you know, even other people. When you try to control other people and outside circumstances, it's not possible, you know. Everybody is their own person. Everybody has free will to do what they want to do. So you can only control you and what it is that you want to do, okay? And set your intentions and go towards go after what it is that you want to go after. Outside of that, you have to let everything else just fall in its place, okay? Yeah, so yeah, you have to find the balance, you know, between spirituality and what is actually practical and what you can actually do in the world. Because some of you are humanitarians, and you know that's what you came here for. That's what you're coming to help the earth. You're coming to elevate the planet. That's what you're here for. So you probably have a very kind soul, very kind, loving type of energy. All right, and that's the type of energy that they want you to share with everyone else in the world, okay? So this is the feminine reading. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the relationship reading. If you leave me here, thank you guys. I hope you gained something from this. I love you, and I will talk to you in a few seconds.